Hello, everybody. Welcome to Elite Weather. My name is Mr. G with your weekend weather forecast as we get you ready for your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're going to talk about what we're going to be seeing out there across America for the remainder of this afternoon. And we got to say that it's going to be hot across the center of the nation once again, and we will be seeing that rainfall continue through portions of the mid south there, through portions of the Appalachians and the Tennessee Valley and the mid Mississippi Valley. You will continue to deal with that heavy rainfall that has led to a lot of flooding issues that has cost the lives of some citizens and lots of property damage. So that rainfall, unfortunately, will continue over the next several days, which we'll take a closer look at here in our weather forecast. So now let's move on to our weather today and talk about what we're seeing out there at this current time and what's going on this afternoon. And as we take a look at our watches and hazards, we see a lot of heat-related watches and flood-related watches. So some folks are seeing heavy amounts of rainfall, and some areas are dealing with high amounts of heat. You're going to be dealing with that heat across the state of Texas and the central and southern plains today, as we're seeing those triple-digit temperatures this afternoon through Texas into Oklahoma and Kansas. So you do have a heat advisory in place for those areas. However, the humidity is slightly lower, so we won't be looking at the excessive heat warnings today, but we do have our flood issues through portions of the middle Mississippi Valley and the Tennessee Valley here in southern Illinois, southwestern Indiana, and far western Kentucky, where we're dealing with some heavy rainfall that's leading to some flooding issues, as well as mostly across West Virginia and southeastern Ohio, where we're dealing with some heavy rainfall as well and some flash flood issues. We got heat through the portions of the Northeast and into New England, where we're seeing those temperatures in the 90s, but with those humidities, it's close to 100 degrees out there through portions of the Northeast. But you may see some showers and thunderstorms in your future, so maybe that will provide some relief for some of you folks out there. And as we take a look at the western half of the nation, we're dealing with some heavy rain through portions of Nevada and Utah, and we're seeing flood warnings in place accordingly for that precipitation that is falling out there, and more issues with flooding through portions of New Mexico as well as in the state of Colorado. We have a red flag advisory through the state of Montana and some wind watches and warnings as well. So a lot of summertime heat out there, but we're also seeing a lot of issues with some heavy rain and excessive rainfall in some locations as well. As we take a look at our live radar, this is what's going on right now, and we're seeing that rainfall through portions of the middle Mississippi Valley here and the Tennessee Valley and the Midwest, as well as into the Northeast this afternoon. We're seeing a lot of heavy rainfall through this region here, through West Virginia, through Ohio, and into portions of North Carolina and Virginia as well. We're going to be seeing that heavy rain produce those issues with flooding. That flooding is also going to continue through portions of the mid-Mississippi Valley, through portions of southern Indiana and southern Illinois, and we're talking about western Kentucky as well, where we're dealing with that heavy rain, and we're seeing those thunderstorms this afternoon. Some scattered showers and storms along the southeast coast and scattered through the state of Florida and along the Gulf Coast, especially over toward the Louisiana and Mississippi and around the New Orleans area. We got something going on along the coast, a disturbance, and we're dealing with a lot of heavy rainfall in that region as well. And the monsoons are kind of spotty through Colorado and New Mexico and eastern Arizona. Kind of a quiet day for those regions. But if you're toward the western end, western Arizona, as well as through southern California, you're seeing quite a bit of rainfall this afternoon that's going to be leading to some flash flood issues as well. So you're going to be dealing with that heavy rain through portions of the far southwest here. So unusual rainfall for southern California this time of the year. And some of those showers are extending through Nevada and toward the border with Idaho and Utah there. So north of the Salt Lake, north and west of the Salt Lake City, of the Salt Lake area, we can see you are seeing some of those monsoon storms as well, and a few spotty showers across portions of the Pacific Northwest there near the Seattle area. It's going to be picking up a few spotty showers as well. So that is a look at our stormy radar for this afternoon for some of you folks out there, and many of you in this region just don't need any more rainfall, but unfortunately you're going to be seeing more of that rain today. So here's a look at the upper air pattern for the next 3 days, and what you can see here is we're going to continue with these energy going across the northern tier of the nation. So we're seeing these impulses or short waves converse along the U.S. and Canadian border. So we're going to see repeated rounds of severe storms across the northern tier of the nation, and we're going to see a little bit of troughing here into the northeast. So we're going to see that rain and that energy continue to stay focused through portions of the Appalachians and the Tennessee Valley and the mid-Mississippi Valley, as a lot of that energy is going to remain trained over this region over the next several days. We have a ridge of high pressure in place here across Texas and into the Four Corners. So it's going to keep the door open for that monsoon moisture, as well as you can see some of that energy coming in over Mexico and into the southwest, and some of that moisture as well is coming off of the Pacific and out of the Gulf of California on into the southwestern deserts there. So you're going to continue to see those monsoons through into the month of August as well. And we got a little piece of energy coming into the Pacific Northwest that's going to be bringing some rainfall into the Washington area, and those showers and storms will spread across Montana and head towards Minnesota this weekend, where you're going to be seeing some showers and thunderstorms on your Saturday out there, okay? So that is a look at the upper air pattern. Now let's talk about that severe weather outlook for the next 3 days. As far as severe weather is concerned, we're not going to see any major outbreaks of severe weather today, but we are going to be seeing issues with heavy rainfall. So a lot of these storms today that we are seeing is producing a lot of heavy rain and some gusty winds, but we're not worrying about hail, and we're not worrying too much about tornadoes, as a lot of these systems are a little bit weaker, but they are producing a lot of rain, but we're not seeing those dynamic temperatures. So we're not worrying about tornadoes right now. So we're seeing heavy rain here through portions of Arizona, the high plains, as well as the plains across Montana. So we're going to be seeing those flash flooding issues with those thunderstorms there. Same thing for your Friday. So for Friday, we're going to be seeing some heavy rain here through portions of the high plains. So we're going to be seeing those thunderstorms produce some heavy rain, and more heavy rain here through portions of Virginia and West Virginia, where we're going to see those severe storms be mainly rainmakers. So we're not worrying about tornadoes, and we're not worrying about hail. But you might see a little bit of wind, but definitely a lot of rainfall. So for your Saturday now, for day 3 here of our severe weather outlook, we can see some heavy rain here through portions of southern Minnesota, southwestern Wisconsin, northern Iowa, as well as portions of Nebraska and South Dakota, where we're going to be seeing our primary wind and heavy rain threat as well. So we're going to be seeing that marginal risk for severe weather. So not terrible in the severity of the severe weather, but the rainfall at those rates that we've been seeing is not really needed at this time. But you will be seeing that heavy rain as the primary threat with the severe weather and gusty winds as well. So that is a severe weather. Here's our 3-day regional forecast. So we're going to start off with this afternoon's weather, and we're going to be looking at the Northeast first, the Great Lakes, and the upper Mississippi Valley. So as we take a look at the Northeast, we're going to be seeing those scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, and our heavy rain through portions of the Ohio Valley and down through the Tennessee Valley, where we're going to be seeing those issues with flooding as well. Dry weather through the Great Lakes and into Minnesota, but it is going to be kind of hot out there and kind of a little bit on the humid side, as we're going to be seeing those temperatures in the 70s and 80s. So it's going to feel hotter because of the humidity, but the temperature is actually a few degrees cooler here across portions of the Pacific Northwest. Oh, not the Pacific Northwest. I'm so hot and sweaty, I'm forgetting where I am. Across the upper Mississippi Valley, as I wipe the sweat off my forehead once again. Even though I have a fan on, it's just hot in here. So let's take a look at the southeast. Here's our southeastern forecast this afternoon. A lot of scattered showers and thunderstorms, pretty much all area wide. We're looking at isolated, the scattered thunderstorms, and here's our heavy rain through portions of the Tennessee Valley and into the Ozarks as well. So we're dealing with our heavy rain and flooding concerns in that region this afternoon. And across the Southwest, here we are looking at California and the state of Nevada, as well as Utah and Arizona, where we're dealing with a lot of monsoons again. That's going to be leading to some flash flooding, and then some flash flooding through portions of New Mexico and southern Colorado as our monsoons are in full effect this afternoon. And a few showers and storms is possible through the southern plains of Oklahoma, and North Texas could pick up an isolated storm as well across the state of Texas this afternoon. And finally, for today, the Pacific Northwest and the high plains. So we're seeing dry weather through the Dakotas and into Nebraska today, but we do have a few showers here through portions of the northern Rockies. So in the northern Rockies, we're going to be seeing some showers and thunderstorms. Our red flag there across the plains of Montana, as it's very dry and warm today and a little bit windy as well. And we're going to be seeing cooler weather also come on shore here across the Pacific Northwest as we see those temperatures drop into the 70s and 80s, and a little bit of rainfall or showers through northern Washington there as well. So here is tomorrow's forecast for your Friday. Now we're talking about Friday here in the Northeast. The Northeast, showers and thunderstorms yet again. We're going to see some showers and storms. This is going to be for later in the day through portions of Boston, down to New York, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. That heavy rain is going to continue as well through portions of Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, southern Ohio, as well as northern Kentucky. We're going to be dealing with those flooding issues and concerns once again. We're going to have dry weather through portions of the Great Lakes, down into the Midwest and into the middle and upper Mississippi Valley. Dry weather and a few showers and thunderstorms for your Friday there coming into the state of Minnesota. This is going to be isolated activity, and we'll wait till late in the day before that starts to occur as well. Here we are with the southeastern United States for tomorrow. Showers and storms along the Gulf Coast and through the state of Florida. Going to be isolated stuff down through the state of Florida. Here we are with some heavy rain into portions of North Carolina, as well as along the border with Kentucky there in Tennessee. We're going to be seeing those scattered showers and thunderstorms, as well as into Arkansas and Louisiana down to the Gulf Coast. We're going to be dealing with that wet weather and some thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon as well. And across the Southwest and the West Coast, we're going to be looking at some flash flooding concerns here through the Sierra Nevadas and through central Nevada, as well as some portions of northern Utah, where we can be dealing with some flash flooding as those monsoons get started once again, and a little bit of flash flooding here across southern Arizona and northern Mexico and in central Colorado as well. We could be dealing with some rain that could cause some flash flooding through like Pueblo and Durango, Colorado, in the plateaus out there. Okay, so that is a look at the Southwest. Now let's look at the Pacific Northwest for tomorrow, and we're going to be seeing dry weather across most of Oregon and Washington with seasonal weather conditions, but we're going to be seeing those monsoons here through portions of Northern California as well as Utah and Nevada. So we're going to be seeing those thunderstorms and that flash flooding concerns here through portions of the Salt Lake area. Could be dealing with some flash flooding, some thunderstorms into Montana, Wyoming as well as the northern plains, South Dakota, North Dakota. We can dealing with some thunderstorms, and northwestern Nebraska. A few thunderstorms is going to be possible as well. Now, finally, let's take a look at what your Saturday is going to look like. Here is your Saturday forecast. So, yeah, we're dealing with Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, Saturday, still more showers and thunderstorms expected into portions of the Northeast. So, we got Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and D.C. once again. Could see an afternoon shower and thunderstorm tomorrow. And we're going to be seeing the potential some heavier thunderstorms for your Saturday, as we could deal with some severe weather through portions of the upper Mississippi Valley, through Minnesota and Wisconsin, and heavy rain is going to be an issue that could lead to some flooding. So we could be seeing some heavy rain through portions of Minnesota on Saturday. And that's not a good thing since I have to cook for a large barbecue on Saturday, and I live in Minnesota, and I don't want to deal with some flash flooding and heavy rain when I'm trying to smoke my brisket on Saturday. So we'll have to wait and see what happens and how it plans out. Hopefully it holds off till later in the evening. But we will see those showers and thunderstorms down through the Appalachian Mountain Ranges again. More rainfall through that portion of the nation, through Kentucky and West Virginia and Virginia, that just don't need that rain right now. Here we are looking at the Southwest. The Southwest, we are going to be not the Southwest, but the Southeast. Now here we are in the Southeast as we're going to be seeing some scattered showers and thunderstorms through Tennessee and western North Carolina, as well as through Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, the Florida Panhandle, and the Florida Peninsula, over to Louisiana and New Orleans. We're going to be dealing with isolated to scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Now in the Southwest, our monsoons is going to kind of split up a little bit here as we're going to be seeing those monsoons through portion. I think this is probably an issue with the map, but this area we're going to, there's definitely something wrong with the map here. So you see there's two states of Texas. There's the little Texas and there's the big Texas. So we definitely have a glitch with the map. So I'm just going to walk you through this. So here we are, monsoons all through Arizona and New Mexico and into Southern California. Looks like there's something superimposed. So we definitely got some goofies in the map going on here. But we're just going to talk about it. More monsoons through the Four Corners and hot weather across Texas, and a few monsoons across the deserts of Southern California. Okay, that one's a wash. So I think there's a so a glitch there from when I was creating the map. All right, so we have the Pacific Northwest for Saturday. Here we are with the dry weather for Oregon and Washington. Seasonal weather conditions, not too bad across the Pacific Northwest. But here we are across the high plains and the northern plains. We're going to be seeing those showers and thunderstorms and some flash flooding and heavy rain through portions of South Dakota and into Minnesota. So that is a look at that 3-day weather forecast. And as we take a look at the tropics, nothing going on in the tropics, so the tropics is good. So that is your 3-day weather forecast. My name is Mr. G. About to knock this off because I'm sweating profusely and I need to stop. So the sweat starts telling me when my video is getting too long. So alright guys, it's time to go. There won't be a video tomorrow and there won't be a video on Saturday because I have a big barbecue to cook for on Saturday. So I'm going to be at a smoker all day on Saturday. And Friday, I got a whole bunch of stuff to do to get ready and other things going on. So we won't be able to do a video, but you do have a forecast to get you to Friday and Saturday. And we will be back on Sunday to get you ready for the week ahead, okay? All right, thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you all on Sunday. Bye-bye.